Hey everybody, this is Stuart with Wine on the Diamond. Today, well, I spent the entire day painting. I burned a ton of calories. Like, look at that. Yeah, it's gross. Anyway, so I decided that I wanted to go out and get a wine. Unfortunately, I did not realize what I bought, but it still kind of plays into how many calories I burned. So let's take a look at this Brancott Estate Flight Song Pinot Grigio. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, before I begin today's video, if you like it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Text your friend or whatever the cool people do nowadays to let them know that there's a really cool wine video they need to see. Maybe click that notification bell, share, like, comment, do all those things. Anyway, so today I'm going to be reviewing the 2019 Brancott Estate Flight Song Pinot Grigio from Marlborough, New Zealand. It is 9% ABV. Yes, you heard that correctly, 9% ABV. And I paid $9.50, so we'll round up to $10 for it at my local grocery store, H-E-B. So first of all, screw top, +1. Like I said, I picked this wine not necessarily because of any quality other than the fact that I was in a hurry. I saw Pinot Grigio, I saw New Zealand, and that was the entire selling point. I didn't read anything on the label. I was like, oh, $10-ish. Let me grab this and get going. On that note, I don't know if this is gonna be one of those wines similar to some of the other ones that are out there where they try to enlighten them and it ends up making the wine taste like trash. So I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping that this is just a lower ABV alternative for someone who wants some wine. But in a lot of those cases, those wines don't turn out very well. With all that being said, let's get to the color. So from a color standpoint, you're already throwing me for a loop because you don't really fall into any of the criteria that I would say for the W set. If I had to say, I would say you're probably a light copper. Using the W set level 3, I'm gonna say you're a light orange. No artifacts, no cloudiness. All right, so on the nose. You smell a little off as a Pinot Grigio too. You get a little bit of that apple, you get a little bit of the pear, a slight touch of lime, a little bit of orange, but it doesn't have like a really high level of intensity. I would say it has like a medium minus intensity. It smells clean, so that's nice, but yeah, there's something there that's just doesn't feel like it's quite right. Yeah, anyway, but how does it taste? That's interesting. It doesn't really taste like most Pinot Grigios. Anyway, for the first thing, it's medium dry, which is interesting. There is a noticeable sweet note to it. It's kind of thrown me for a loop a little bit. I'm not quite certain exactly how to process this. It's like someone made a slightly sweet version of a kind of off Pinot Grigio. Like it doesn't even smell like it's pure Pinot Grigio. It smells like it's a blend of something. Even then, I would say it's not even, it wouldn't even be, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like someone got a Pinot Grigio, blended it with Muscat Canelli, maybe a little bit of orange Muscat, and then tried to pass it off as a pure varietal Pinot Grigio. It's exactly what it tastes like. It has this really like medium dry notes to it. Now here's the deal. As a Pinot Grigio, I don't necessarily like this as a single varietal. I think there's something wrong with here. I think there's something just funky happening. Oh, there's a tiny bit of peach too. In terms of a white wine that would be labeled as like medium dry, it's actually not that bad. But labeling it as a Pinot Grigio is what's throwing me here. I don't taste that. But how weird is it? Let's get to the blick. So from a balance standpoint, you have a really good amount of acid. I didn't go through really much of the characteristics. You have medium plus acid, medium plus intensity on the palate, medium minus body, and you're medium dry. So all those things kind of balance into each other. I'll give you a point for balance. Length, medium minus finish, no points. Intensity, medium plus on the palate, medium minus on the nose. We'll even it out and say half a point. So in terms of complexity, I am getting a good amount of primary fruit. I'm not really getting any barrel or any kind of winemaking characteristics that kind of go into that, other than whatever they did to lower the calories in the ABV. So I will say that I'll give you half a point because that's there. In the end, that comes out to 2 points. you're a good wine, but here's the deal. You're not good as a Pinot Grigio. If I think of Pinot Grigio, you're actually nowhere near where I would advise someone to get a Pinot Grigio. However, if someone was looking for a little bit of a sweeter wine that gave them kind of that white wine feeling as they were drinking it, that also has enough acid to stand up to food pairings, this would probably work. But I would tell them this: don't think of this as a Pinot Grigio. Think of this as more of like a white wine blend, and that will help you get through this, because this does not taste like Pinot Grigio. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you liked today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you tried the Brancott Estate Flight Song Pinot Grigio? I'd be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you all again soon with another episode from Wine on the Dime. In the meantime, I think the best pairing for this would actually be like some salty, buttery, semi-spicy, or like red pepper flaky popcorn. But I don't eat carbs anymore because of keto, so I gotta figure out something else to do. While I figure that out, I'll see y'all later.